what's going to happen next year?
Basically, they've already started some of the utility relocations. Technically, we were going to start full activities next week, midweek next week, and continue until about mid to late January, and finish the project then. So if there's a significant amount of rain, we have to stop, and then from there the schedule does get extended. So hopefully this year there isn't going to be that much rain.
It was a case where the city came up with a plan to do something less than the right thing, and the neighbors came together in 2002 and said, no way, do it right or don't do it at all. So I just wanted to come out and thank those neighbors for stepping to the front back in 2002, because I couldn't have done it alone. It needed the strength of the entire neighborhood to tell the city their feelings and what they felt the 4th District deserved over here.
What do you say to taxpayers who are afraid to talk back to City Hall or their council people when they don't like something? Do you have a message for them?
Well, I would just say that old adage, you can't fight City Hall. I would say you can, it just might take a while. Now, let's hope it doesn't take 20 years for your next project, but I think the folks over on Arlington learned that lesson, that they had to speak up at the council meeting and say, well, we can't deal with this flooding, and now that's being resolved. Another good example would be another part of the 4th District down on Termino, and the big flooding problems. We had the same flooding problems in 1995 on January 4th, and they came up with a plan and going to head that water down, and again, they were going to dump it right into the Colorado Lagoon. Other neighbors stepped forward and said, that's not the right thing. Let's get this down to Marine Stadium so we don't pollute the lagoon. So I think these are really good signs of the neighbors coming forward and speaking up.
This has been something the city has promised for about 50 years. Today I'm here to deliver the 2nd phase of that project. It's an expensive project, a complicated project, but we're working together to get it done. So I welcome the neighborhood, many of whom are out here today, many smiling faces that have asked me to advocate on behalf of this project, and I did, and it wasn't easy. It took a lot of work by myself, my staff, city staff, especially Tom Modick. I want to highlight him. Our city manager, Pat West. The late Juanita Millender McDonald did great for us. She actually wrote up language that speaks to the Atherton Ditch project in a federal bill, put it in a federal bill, got us money for that project. That's an office now held by Congresswoman Laura Richardson. We want to thank the late Congresswoman for her efforts for Los Altos. And again, what we've got out here is neighbors celebrating a great moment, a kickoff to this project, which is going to make Los Altos prettier and safer.
Yeah, keep going. One more.
Say good night to the open ditch along Atherton Street.